Okay, I wanted to give you a couple of hints about how to write this program, a few do's and don'ts. The first thing I want to say here is you may recall we have this very big array, the database array, which looks like this, and it's broken up into three pieces. And over here is the first name, and over here is the last name, and over here is the ID. And what we did is we defined this thing called a database record. And a database record basically was one row over here. What some folks like to do in this assignment is they go, well, wait a second. Let's just create three separate arrays. Each array is an array of string. And what we will do is we would store the first name over here, and we would store the last name over here, and we would store the ID over here. And I would say that this is not the way to go. Okay, this is not a good design. There is too much of a chance that a first name that's paired with a last name can get lost this way. They can't get lost this way. We tend to think of the data unit as one whole row of this right over here. This is breaking it up too much. So this approach over here is no good. Number two, we're using ordered arrays in this assignment. Okay, which means that there is no sorting. If at any point in this assignment you sort an array, you have done this assignment incorrectly. The ordered arrays, I think there's an ED there. Remember, these maintain arrays in order, and we're using a simple loop to insert new elements. The complexity of that insertion is that's big O of n is equal to n instead of sorting, which would be n squared or n log n. So there is absolutely no sorting in this assignment at all. If you sort, you have done the assignment incorrectly. The third thing that I want to talk about here is when you look at the driver program, you'll note that there are 6 different methods for outputting the data. So we can output the data by the first name, or by the last name, or by the ID, and we can do this either in ascending or descending. So when you look at the driver program, you're going to see six methods. Okay, call first name. I don't recall the names, but it might be there might be a method called print first ascending, print first descending, print last ascending, print last descending. Now, you might suppose that what you're going to do is you're actually going to write 6 different methods for outputting the data. And if you think about those methods, they're actually going to look very, very, very similar. In fact, they're going to look almost identical. The only thing that's going to be different are the indexes that you actually use. So I think that if you write 6 different methods for actually doing the ascending and descending, you've got a lot of repetitive code. That's not the way to do it. These 6 different methods, all they should do is they should call a single method, and it should pass a couple of parameters. It should call a single method with an index and perhaps a code. Maybe 0 means ascending and 1 means descending. Okay? This would be a clever way to do it, and it would also be the way that third-year programming students should do it. To have 6 different methods that basically have the same for loop in it and exactly the same code with only different indexes That's not really good coding. A better way would be to have a single method where I'm passing a specific index as a parameter. That's about it. If you keep these three things in mind, you should do pretty well on this assignment. I just want to remark here what's going to be on your next couple of assignments. Well, for assignment number 2 and assignment number 3, we're going to repeat assignment 1, but for assignment 2, instead of using GNMENT, assignment number 2, instead of using ordered arrays, what you're going to use is you're going to use ordered doubly linked double-ended lists and for assignment number 3, we're going to use binary search trees. In other words, what is going on is that these 3 assignments operate exactly the same way. The only difference is when we take a look at how the actual indexes are implemented. For assignment number 1, we're using ordered arrays. For assignment number 2, we are going to be using linked list. For assignment number 3, we're going to use binary search trees. And I will develop videos that give you a little bit more details on these 2 assignments later. Good luck!